The program today, Waka, they go the program Good Morning from Benin, and the reaches from the independent television from Benin to the world and everything. So no matter where BCSA concern us now, BCSA will look many matters than they. I will look at it. The only way to get answer now, BCSA will meet people there when BCSA is in charge. And first when BCSA talk to for the government, now we will call. I will get the BCSA, the person they talk, now Governor Gordon Obaseki, now in the talk with that. We have no other person for our studio here, but the special advisor, media projects to Governor Gordon Obaseki, our brother and friend, Pastor Crusoe Osagi. Welcome to our program.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sado.
I greet you.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Look, we start like this. The state government now, people don't they point finger. We sell our property, we sell our property. So today talk say Ministry of Education, when they for a year, say the state government don't sell them and the rest. I don't think they make you smile and all of that. I want to start for them. Yeah. Make you paint the picture where maybe say people know what's in the happen. Why una sell them?
Okay, well, first and foremost, they don't sell them at all. People, when they call mischief makers, and then they spread those rumors. Those are lies, total lies. What is going on there, you see? If you don't enter the place before now, since you don't in a den of criminals, you be now they go they poo there. You can't even enter any of the buildings there. People they poo there, they hoodlums, they smoke in their hand there, they do all kinds of things. So what government is doing is that government has taken over the place, and government is building what we call an education hub inside there. If you go Airport Road now down, go ADP, where would they call ADP before? Where if you go there right now, it's almost 100% complete now. We are building an agricultural hub there. So this government, the way they think, is higher than the way an average leader in Nigeria thinks. So that's why it's difficult for a lot of politicians to catch up. So we are building an agricultural hub. We're also building an education hub now in Yaro, so that when you come to Yaro, you have everything education in one place. You are going to have
they build the grammar conduct.
You will get SUBEB for the state universal basic education when they control primary schools. You will get PPEB, post-primary education board, when they control secondary schools. You will even get the arm of the ministry when they control tertiary institutions inside there. There's going to be a primary school for inside there. Then we'll get primary healthcare center for inside there. It will be a massive hub that is purely education. So if you are coming to Edo State, you get anything to do with education, you want to put your picking for school, you want test, you think of say you want set up primary school, you think of say you want set up secondary school, you get information about any school, anything education will now happen inside that place. So it will be a one-stop shop for everything education in Edo State. So that's what we are doing. Then I make government don't clear the place now, and government don't talk say you want making complete this project within the next 12 to 16 months.
Next 12 to 16 months. Now I miss about 1.5 years. Then but people they wonder say how this one will fit the possible, because we don't see some project when this one a mark and I put dates. It never still continue, never still finish now. Like the what do you call it, the shopping fair or shopping mall they put for Saple Road there. The commissioning date is still dated now. When I talk and tell my staff say yes, it will ready by January 2023. And the way they work they go now, January 2023 don't come, they don't go, and I will tell you for free. Say me not see that work will finish in the next 6 months. So it will be guaranteed now. Say yes, some of these projects when they start and so we will finish them before the lifespan. Don't forget they get less than 2 years now to the end of this administration. How now want to finish this kind of project?
The short part when you talk about, if you go there now and you talk, so you don't sure say go finish in the next 6 months. You don't know how to assess.
Maybe I don't know how to assess because the one I see now, you say, when I say January, now it's not limited. They don't know that.
So your targets sometimes are set and not met. But the question is, has there ever been a day when you don't see say work they go on? So work they go on there. So we have also set a target now for 12 to 16 months for education hub. We are going to work assiduously towards ensuring that we meet that target. Yes, once in a while different things go interfere, maybe sometimes weather other times different things will interfere for the process. That does not mean that we are not committed to the deadline. And if there is any need for us to shift the deadline again, we go shift them. But the thing we say, we are committed to delivering the education hub before the end of this.
I want to appreciate you for the kind of laudable projects when we say the state government gets. Now, one thing when we say, I want to say, if person thought say yes, the government never do something, if you say yes, maybe the person need to see. Maybe they call the people they do the ophthalmologist. Maybe they check. Maybe say, yeah, I congratulate you now. But the fear when we say most people they get, adult people they get now. Now we say the ones what we do. If you go for Central Hospital, now don't bring the back down. Almost everything when they don't bring it down. We never start the project. Let's this now go complete them. When I go to the school of nursing day before, when I bring them down, college for nursing by the ring road there. When I bring them down, we never start them. Let's say this one now complete them. When I don't go, where do they call this place now? Ministry of Education, where they before, and you tell us yes, and I won't bring that one down. Say the hub, they come there. Very, very laudable. But our fear be say yes, when I want to start that one when we say a day for ring road. Let alone when I want to take finish them.
The ring road will not be the hospital. They won't be there again.
What about the
cultural district? Might be that when Obaseki they build, which has championed a lot of interest in Edo State from across the world, the return of artifacts and all those things. There's going to be the two museums housed in that environment. That's what we are going to do there. However, as they be now when they do something, some hurdles when you be not expect will come road, you need to jump on. For example, the time when they do this Osiomo power that time, BEDC carriers go court now. They say we now fit implement power plan for Edo State. Say they will remain for darkness so that they will feel they make money for our head. But we went to court with them. We vanquished all those court summons from BDC. Today, as we talk, we don't use Osiomo power. Yesterday we light up the light when they come on our side now.
We talk as don't they come. Because yesterday I drive past at that level. I can't make tempted to offline like make a drive past out.
So now some of those kinds of small pushbacks when they did for that cultural district now. So but we are clearing them one by one and we'll make sure we kick it off and do a considerable part of it and possibly complete before the end of this administration. However, we have set up what we call a 30-year.
Try to bring the grammar down.
Sorry, my brother. We don't do it in what we call 30-year development plan for Edo. When we say by the grace of God, the next person will still become governor after Governor Baseki. Any year when we stop, they will still carry that plan. In the beginning, they follow and all these things what they talk about. So all of them be for inside that plan. So nothing they won't go spoil, nothing they will leave behind. So the thing we say, that plan, they got a very robust 30-year plan, all want to develop Edo State. So inside that 30-year plan now, we don't do some for inside. So from where we stop, other people go take off. The plan is not cast in stone, they can modify it, but at least it gives you a direction, give the road to where they go.
But the challenge they had before most governments will be say they succeed the previous government, they follow they do, they want to do their own project. But anyhow when they say we wish them well and pray, make it be say the thing work out.
If you resolve mass, you see the right solution to that. It's about to follow. You go, why would you crack your head? You just understand that right method and solve it. You get my point.
I do it.
So I would believe, say, whichever government will take over after our government, then we'll see road there now.
By this road.
If you go farm now, maybe don't tell when you go farm last. The place when they pass go to farm. If you be say black, say that you go know say you say now here the road.
And you go better, maybe pass
there, you have to go another
one. We see all of that. I want you check one thing. Still continue on this construction and the rest of all of the infrastructure and all of that. That I want to be say they do. This not the matter when it be say it concern roads. Now dry season with day. And dry season now in short past rainy season. And they expect say as the rainy season they dry, they don't stop, the dry season they come. We go hit the ground and according to the way in go school. But they could do something. But they be like saying no, they take this dry season, take advantage of the dry season to do the things they won't be say we expect to do. Because the road when this one they do now, Benin Technical College Road, you don't be there. The time Now be the thing. Make on that rain no come meter. We see the kind of big thing when I do say. Now once we say it sweet my heart, I must confess. You understand? We see some other roads them when we say they do. I see road and that kind of thing. But the time when we say they look, I don't feel look, but I don't compare the quality which I don't see now for Benin Technical College with the ICU road. Because the ICU road we see now, you know, physically will stand the test of time compared to the Benin Technical College road. I want to ask you, mate, journal together. When you want to finish this road, when you know say yes, a rain goes to start. And secondly, too, when I look say the quality when I give to this one, more and give up to other roads.
Well, you know, we don't if we stand here talk about the quality of the roads because the engineering area be that. So if you use your eye as of journalists.
The man say yes, the true they go fake like where big I go not go fake like
that. But if you engineering, they calculate all those things. So
okay.
The people who go university now, civil engineers, they do calculation, makes concrete makes what kind of tonnage that road one carry. They get many things when they go into it. So if we just sit down inside this place now and pontificate on the quality of a road that is still being constructed, we may not be saying the right thing.
Okay.
But as to the time, anybody when they did, I know say some people they vex for government too, but even if you vex for government, you don't mean say you know they see. Everybody for this Edo state, they know see work they go on everywhere with speed. So you know some people,
they depend on the kind of speed. Get the kind of speed where old one go take wrong, and you get the kind of speed where we say somebody like at your age now, Crystal side go take wrong. You go say different, but the woman go say that speed is just there now.
But the thing we say, many people say a very giddy who they down or back means that when you are running wrestling recklessly, you are likely going to fall. So there are some speed that's also not good. If you go to rush do this project now, you go fail because you don't allow the concrete mix cure, you don't allow the different things. So all projects have a lifespan, and there's a pace you cannot go beyond. So you have to also follow that pace. You know, constantly because they rush, we can't do things anyhow. So we know say people are, you know, they're anxious, you know, because, you know, we know say we need a lot of infrastructure. So people are saying, should have been done yesterday. We understand, but we are appealing for patience. We are working very hard. Some honest people, some good people, they come for back, they come ask us, wait, now this country now this Edo State are part of this country. How now they see money till they do all this? People they ask us those questions. And we thank all those people when they feel understand. We also understand for people when they vex because they are going to say time not day, you know, no time to check time like the talk. So we are pushing very hard. Anybody who wants to be honest can see that this government has worked very hard and is working very hard.
My brother, when they call Albert Ligbe or Albert, he tell me say it's a to call person when you know their house. But when you know go answer, you call the one you know their house.
Yes.
Now person when they say they walk, now they talk say but the thing no
the fast
so that be the thing.
You are very correct.
When they say they so correct. If the matter say, oh boy, I want me to think fast and everything because if you say you get
capacity,
you get
so that what I don't explain to many people say. And people say they to criticize this government. I say I understand the criticism when they get. You know, some people even they feel say this government when they work now, you know, maybe push them, when they quick walk all the work on because we don't know who to come next time, whether that one will work like this one. So we understand all those sentiments and we are working very hard.
One of the hallmarks when we say many people they talk of when we say they do something, now they say the number of flyover when they get. Now I know say you look and say this thing, number of flyover when they get. With the expect say with the kind of technocrat when we say Gordon Obaseki be by this time to reduce congestion of the road, we're supposed to don't get one flyover by this time. You understand? And time no be our friend now. And the roads are still very congested owing to traffic and the rest. And you know in this side of you say one flyover for somewhere. But now you think of that kind of project at all. And be too big to do.
But you know what? You know, some people just talk flyover as if to say in a byword and something when you just get to talk to show say be big man. You just imagine a family when you get two children. They come say they want to go build castle of 50 rooms. And only two children they get, and husband and wife. So the question will say, why you build castle of 50 rooms when you only 3 of them a day? Are you not supposed to purpose your infrastructure according to your need?
The fish will not get flower for this kind of state.
If there are other
the fish will not need flower for
we
this
don't
state.
need them. There are other more.
If you take the last time I checked, if you take your time, go past Ekboba Hill in the evening, when people they go home, no problem.
Flyover is our last resort. Let me explain to you.
Okay.
Edo is one of the most planned cities.
Yeah, when it comes to network and the
all
rest.
those states when we say don't block yourself finish before to no other solution.
The feeder roads now, what are you guys doing about the feeder roads?
Okay, my TV, my mind be just switch go there. Anybody when they walk around the BS, they will tell you all those roads when they back, they are being done. So instead of always passing the main road going to Kobai, you will see say if we as we continue to do all the infrastructure in the state, you see that there will be a lot of options for people to move. Look Sapele Road now. There is a way to cut from Sapele Road all the way to Upper Sakmomba. All those roads were off Sapele Road. Many of them go cut land for Upper Sakmomba. So if you want to go upper, you must not go to Sakmomba Road, go start from the beginning of Sakmomba Road. So Edo State has a very well laid out city in Benin City, which does not require us to resort to unnecessarily expensive civil engineering solutions to traffic problems. So the question is, do we need to just do flyover because everybody is down, or should we think of what the problem is? What will be the problem for here? You say the road too tight. Why it tight? Everybody they pass it. Other roads they want to fit pass. If not, yes, why not channel the resources to do 10 other small roads than to do only one flyover?
Okay, we thank you so much when you talk. You talk about lights just now. Why they commission the lights? I passed there and I see them, and I thank you so much. If you look this light when you bring comes to, now one light when I say they show another part of Edo, the state of the place. My brother, the light shows some part of the area they dirty. And at a point, Jonathan Lawani was removed as the commissioner for environment. They can't go special duty, they bring somebody else coming. We never see the difference between that place. Because if you go to New Benin, the morning, if you pass the way they come, they're not going to be there, you're not be your route, be that. So you pass there this morning, you will see New Benin in the mornings, now problem. And because people will come, they will litter the whole of the median with dirty to Upper Mission Road, to almost all the areas where we say market day. Only a market, go to second junction, where they call that market, the third circular, they call that market. You know, you will see a Kiosa, you will see there like that and all of that.
Yes.
I want to make you help me. Waiting they happen to the evacuation of refuse to make Edo one of the most beautiful. Edo now gateway states. Being a place when they say everybody they pass, they come from north, you go pass it, they pass from Lagos, they pass it, they go east, anywhere, they say, you must pass. But people are not sure everybody go there happy to see yes, Benin Day that dirty.
Yes, you are very correct. We have also identified that problem. It's a case of one solution giving light to a problem that exists. And that is why His Excellency the Governor has set up a program, an initiative called Operation Clean and Green Edo. And this initiative is going to be personally headed by the governor. Now, because of the small distractions during the day now, because election is near, and we get some small issues now with fuel and
we'll come back to that fuel.
So once all these things don't clear in the next 1 or 2 weeks, you are going to see a massive Marshall Plan by the governor to address this problem of sanitation, removing of waste and so on and so forth.
Well,
we are not only planning on how to clean up the city and remove the waste. We are also going to be greening the city, which means we're going to be planting trees.
I want to appreciate you, at least to say you identify the problem.
Yes, of course. We had an extensive conversation on this problem
and still on that
ESCOs ago.
Okay, and still on that same road thing. At the Lord Junction, now one junction when it be like say yes it is. I will show you one video now, make it be say you see. At the Lord Junction, now one place where it be say say it bad. Now they do the street light put for everything. Now not take on our time say make una still do anything for the road. Because the next thing you go tell me it's not federal road. Abi? But at the Lord Junction there, whether you like them or not, people they pass the feeder road where the BC9 the state government bring come out. And that place is quite bad. And if you see this video where BC we they see here, so you go say and say yes, now some children, some people, now they even they walk for that place on their own. I won't find I don't believe say yes, these are the contractor and give the work to do. You don't understand?
We don't think give the contract of this road.
So now be the thing. So now be the thing where BC.
We don't think give the contract of this road.
Okay.
Yes, you have this now. This now not be Selu Lagos road.
And you are saying about the Lord Junction.
This na federal road.
But even a federal road, now they put street light for federal road.
No, street light not be road now.
Light not be road. No, but on the federal government they put street light.
No, na road. Na light will be put. Light not be road. Federal government will come put light for there. Light not be road. Our responsibility to light up the city for the purpose of safety and security. It's different from road construction. Anything, in short, we don't even have the right, the permit to walk on this road.
Okay.
Because before you do anything on this road, you're supposed to apply to the Federal Ministry of Works to get permission to walk. And they won't give you that permission.
Okay.
To work on it.
Because they get permission to put the lights for federal government.
Of course.
They get permission to put the lights.
They get the right to put the light.
Yes. But I will ask you about the feeder side now, because maybe in the other video when you say you will come, the other side of the feeder road there, but the Lord Joshua said, because it's on the main road, said the feeder side, not still government, but feeder. What do they call on the side? What do they call on the?
I know it. I don't forget. But I know
so that place there. Why they not feel say yes they go do it?
A lot of work is currently going on in that axis of Adolo when you talk. So down 19th Street, 18th Street, come out for Adolo, and they are coming out. And a lot of all this small patching have been penciled down when concern state to not before one day for express road just now you should. We don't feel do work.
I understand the one differently,
but those feeder roads, I cannot confirm. Exactly which ones now, but by the grace of God, when I come back on this show, I will bring the list. There is a lot of all these small, especially junctions, the place where, for example, where Inini Road for entire Sapele Road, this one, so where for the common for other law for that, for the junction there. All these roads a lot of them have been fixed now. I don't know. As I'm sitting here now, whether I don't know,
they fix them. Now be the time when we say the talk. The just will soon come.
Yeah, so now the one where you feel do it in the time when day. Now you go do now. That's all like be. Now day by day you go walk. At best you walk there day and night. There's always a pace to anything. Are you following me?
I do with you.
Our prayer and I say, as we walk so, make it be say the government will come after us, will continue to walk too. I do always explain that for anytime when I get opportunity to talk for television and radio, that no matter how we try in this Obaseki administration, we can't solve all the problems all day and day. We don't have solve all finish.
One former commissioner when they say they here, for we talk about her just now, he said now three things they spoil roads: water, and water. I want to thank Una for the work I do for the junctions there, like Upper Mission Station by Adua or Dondua.
What about the 5 junction road? No, I that massive drainage when you go on there.
Yeah, I will talk about that one. So I won't give you an example for that place there. That Upper Mission Station by Adua or Dondua. Now don't do one. I mean, like, but we discover, say yes, how will they talk now? Water see they gather there, and the water they black somehow, which means yes, it get where this water they from come. We not think of say yes, make we take because that water is the one I don't do now. The water don't go on top now, even dry season. Which means say yes, the water. So we're not fixing us to arrest that water because you agree with me. What did that former commissioner talk? Say now water. The three things and the square road and the water don't gather down. Or for that road, when I don't do about over a week ago now or more. You understand? In an office, it's that thing before you destroy that place, before this thing. So now I would like to go back to go do the one I do before, and I would like to go concentrate on the other roads there.
This particular place when they talk, so I'm not very familiar with it. But I know that the government is making a lot of effort.
Okay, now I tell you the place now. I feel you will be familiar with that. If you look up permission extension,
I'm not. That's how of Benin where they talk so permission.
Okay.
I'm not too
that
side.
Okay, you know where we issue here for Benin Aochi about Duawa. You get one filling only for the junction there.
When they go, you don't pass CBS.
If you don't pass CBS, go down. You see they go down. The first main junction when you see the permission end there, you dey go front. You don't pass Big Joe Motors. You go no, sorry. Yeah, you don't pass it. Yes, you don't pass. Go that side. You get to say, I don't know how this side is clear to you now. But now that I do our market junction there. Okay. I do our market junction.
I hear you, but like I said, I'm not
want to be there. No, okay, if I take the message back, go there. So they will come to arrest the water.
I'm trying to say that it's a major concern for this government.
Yes.
Drainage, we are doing a lot of it. So I will go and find out when we finish. Now you will describe. We don't waste all this time for this particular program. You describe the place for me. And one of the reasons why make me to come radio and television stations to talk with that, because sometimes you get some information when the people will just give you when you, even if you hold touchlight, not go see them. So
because obviously you talk about road now before we say we go. You mentioned about this other law. And what they do to make sure say this thing. I remember, say at a point, the federal government comes, say they want to do that other law road. When I don't already start the road. You don't understand? So they already start that other law road. I don't understand why I not allow the federal government to do that road. Or if at all, say yes, say when I tell you I want to do, when I tell you say, okay, carry this matter, go another place, go down. Now, the federal government, they don't let them do the road, the other law road. They never finish the road till now and all of that. People, they come, they reason, say, what can they happen? See, like say they did there now, maybe they don't do that, they don't save you 1 or 2 naira. And that much they do that, maybe for can go somewhere else, go do. Or maybe now tell them they go somewhere else, go do. I want to know,
question
let me ask question here.
No, but let me also use this question, answer your question.
Okay.
Now, how many federal roads for Edo State good? Tell me one. Is Benin Aochi good?
No good.
What of Benin Wari Road good?
So because the take from
now.
I do with you now.
What of this Ubo Road when you talk just now? Good. Only you showed me just now. So instead of federal government to carry the money, come to do us say they want to do even though I don't know the details of that transaction, and you just tell me so. Why they not carry the money to fix all their own roads when not good for the state? If they go worry from Sapele Road, you go sweat. If they go Aochi, you go sweat. If they go Agbo, you go sweat. If you go Lagos for this Lagos road, you go sweat. Not a single federal road is good in Edo. So they will not say they want to do an inner road. Should that be their business? So for me, they don't get anything to talk for there. We don't need their help with our roads that are feeder roads. We are working on those ones. They should go and do the roads that are their own when they give us nightmare. And they also prevent us from doing them. Because they say we must take permission, and if we even do them, they're not going to refund us our money.
At a point, the state governor come out and say money when we say there is 150 million dollars that they don't spend to fight erosion, control, and the rest. And if you put that one for Naira and Kobo now, we're talking not less than 70 billion Naira. We check on not less than 70 billion Naira. And I remember, say, at a point, the former administration, because they use about 30 billion to do the storm water project. And I remember this government said they won't probe them, say how they will use so much money for that kind of work. Now, they don't use almost 70 billion for almost the same project, if I don't make mistake. I mean, you get what you want to tell them when someone I don't know, so I feel no.
Okay, wait, you calculate your calculation also. You talk of 30 billion, how many years ago? Let's say 10 or 12 years ago. What would be dollar to naira by that time?
The naira to naira, now they talk now.
No, wait now. No, be naira to naira now.
Okay.
The value of the naira at that time was heavier than the value of the naira now.
Okay.
Are you following me? Okay. So the money will be 30 billion that time. Now almost 200 billion now. I mean, no. Naira won't be, your naira won't be, when I was in, when I just started the work, 2000 and around 2001, I started an education in insurance for my children. That time, I never even born myself, I never even married. Then I just think ahead. So I don't pay some money, 20,000, 5,000, 10,000, the case may be, as the case may be, to education. At that time, dollar and 110 naira per dollar. And that tells you the power of the naira at that time. Then. By the time when I can't begin born children for 20, children, I can't go check the value of the money at that time. It can't be nonsense compared to the value of the naira at the time when I started doing. So I can't begin telling myself, so I have to say I know. I thought use this money buy property or change them to dollar. So the point I'm just trying to make is that you cannot compare the naira at that time with the naira now. So they spend far more money than us than we're doing now in actual terms. But now speaking of the 70 billion when you talk about or more or when we don't use for or more or whatever, go around, you go see, go Gapuna. Gapuna before was a write-off. Go there now. Go and see the massive that word massive. You like but not true now. If you go, I don't see them. I know they live too far from there. Okay. You will see the very massive draining and do there. Go, just look around the state. You will see massive. So not be say the taxi they spend the money in a joke. Tom Obaseki, the man when they in charge of few man, and they call him now. When they take over from a Newman to few man, you send the man of God. If he come here, explain to you the work we don't do. You go shudder. If they say we don't do all those work, I do for the underwater as many they talk today. So every kobo of that money we do. And not forget now World Bank standards. Now they do those things. So you know where they do them as you like. Not the normal state government contracts. So you have to meet standards of the World Bank for the execution of those projects. And I tell you, every single penny of that money was properly used.
Now money matter now basically we talk now. What do you call it with this new money when basically they say it don't come. New money don't come. I buy and everything. And new money don't come now. We're blessing the new money they give us a kind of issues and the rest. I want to find out from you, Christo Sagi, what the state government they do to ameliorate the suffering of the people, because they expect by this time the money people don't go back. I know say yes, people don't supposed to go back, go to collect the money directly, for across the counter according to rating government. But we see they get the problem because the country when they see for social media, people they naked, they cry, they don't see money, people they carry, they talk, people they fight for inside the bank and all of that. And as government when they say you part of, I expect you and the government to do something. What are they do to ameliorate the problem that already come? What are they do to bring us out of the problem?
Well, the thing is, we can't run away from the problem, even though not be we cause them. Still the same federal government, the agency called Central Bank of Nigeria, and they suddenly they stampede the whole economy into this cashless system, which is not bad. And now God don't talk and government say that is the ultimate direction. We must go cashless at some point. But Malga also talk and say, but it must be implemented as painlessly as possible. So now that painless now we try to do. So what we did, the major thing we are doing is advocacy and explanation and trying to enlighten the people. Say, look, yes, this problem don't already come. You get 20,000 naira for your bank account, but you go bank, you don't feel collect and cash. So the question I say, are there other ways you can use the money to do the things you want to do? What are the things you want to do? Or you want to pay your Go TV subscription, or you want to pay your electricity bill, or you want to buy something for market, if you can't go meet POS person, you will not be only cash that POS people they do. All those people when they POS, when the agents, when they do POS. Cash is not the only capability, they can do transfers. They can buy NEPA light. They can buy GoTV. You can help you transfer money to one person.
Beyond all of this beyond all of this one, now they ask you, what in the state government don't do in this regard to see how? Because I remember at a point, say the risk manager,
the risk director for risk.
You understand? For CBN. So what will be the outcome of that discussion? Don't leave us.
Now they explain. So we invited them. We sat with them. They explained to us, say yes, while I done already the ground. You get that they said before the end of this week they go see if they fit bring money come for us, and to the best of my knowledge, as of last night, I'm not sure say new money don't come. So that not be our. We can't deal with that. We have nothing to do. Even government get the same problem. We can't deal with that. The only thing we cannot deal with is how do we help our people to spend money in spite of the fact that they not get cash. So we are trying to enlighten them. Say, look, that POS person will be your junction. Instead of you to go meet and say, give me, take 10,000, give me 9,000. You can meet and say, I better help me transfer to my Pekin, or I better help me transfer to this person. I want to buy.
So if I want grand pepper, because I just tell you life experience.
You're right.
So my wife got the grand pepper yesterday. They said this money. So before I leave house this morning, you go give my next door neighbor. They go give them 1,000 naira. You understand? They must say no go take old notes, so that the new one ABC go take. You understand? So my wife come back and meet me. I say, hey, you go give a new note. You don't get new note for her. That she come out. You go give the new notes. So those kind of people them now, what they say you do daily transaction now. Now you want one grand paper of 300 naira. Now you say you want to do transfer. You want to buy mangi for market. Now you say you want to do transfer.
Well, you have to get innovative. After all, they say they give some small money for bank. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. You have to now be strategic. Calculate all the things when you know say you know if you use transfer pay at all. You keep all those one aside. Like me when they come from church on Sunday, I want buy bitter cola for supply.
So why you no use
as I just use their wine as well bring bitter cola. Now then I remember say I don't get 1 naira when you rush.
And so how the
even as I do now, I do here. I don't get 50 kobo for house.
So how you want to do? And now we say this state government cut us now say, and from March now. Nobody will do any business when we say you get to do with cash from
not the Edo State government. No, NFIU. No, NFIU.
No government talking say government.
Not the Edo State government talk. Okay. Now NFIU rule. You know NFIU now fraud, now police, now armed police when they manage financial crimes and so on and so forth. Now they bring the guideline. See from March 1st, no government can transact in cash anymore. So if NFIU bring that instruction,
so now come domesticate.
Everybody will get to follow on now. So not be state government rule at all.
I want to show you one video now. It'll be the last one before I go take now because we don't spend so much time. I know so you're a very busy young man. May allow you to do this. I want to show you one video of Uselu. This thing down. So we'll play the video, make the video speak for itself so that you go do. And I know say Victor Rio did make you play that video for us, make it play for itself so you will see the kind of thing when you say how they talk about for Uselu market. So my brother, look at this video. This way they call on. So I remember this one be the video now they want, but this now upper mission, this now forestry road. You understand? Now somebody in a block road like this now, they do political activity.
Political activity.
Yeah. I won't find out. When I don't they give license to people to be block road. Because I remember one of the things when they say the governor talk, then when he come, they say yes, everything that has to do with such things, they go down for schools. They don't do that for school, they go down for ASI, so kind of place like Invest Center and the rest. This is a road. When the BCSA, they do the blocks so to carry out political activity. When I don't really approve as many they do.
Like the first question I want to ask, you see, who block them?
My political party.
Which political party?
No,
that's the problem.
You know what to do there.
You want to know. You know, because look, wait now, the people.
If I tell you, say that PDP and block this place.
So we want to know because there's a law in this land, so that there's an executive order for this state. When government passed, I was in the executive council to in the first administration.
So I don't want to political party before. So you have PDP and
we want to know who
by what you call Navy's Junction.
We want to know who blocked it. If now government say they want to use that place for that time, and they not get anything to talk because government get the right to say we want to use this space to do something for this time. Because I know that hold on.
They want to use it for some time.
Hold on. I know say them do light up for that place. Now yesterday be that.
Maybe yesterday. About last week this happened. A political party that they do.
If not political party, they have no right.
PDP.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether not PDP. It should be reported and the place will be cleared. And if it's not cleared, if the person resists, he will be arrested.
Pastor Crusoe.
They're not the CPDP for inside. When the law is breached, you put PDP flag for your motor, now they drive one way. You say you'll be party member, or you'll be drive PDP motor, you will be drive one way. You should be arrested. My brother, I don't say you need to wrap up, but this is one thing in our country that we need to deal with. You know, when people are able to get away with the things that they do, they will do it more and more. Let us all decide, say, when somebody do something wrong, make all of us decide, say, we will punish him. If somebody drive one way, make we identify the person when the person. If you say, no, we find out who this person be now. I don't want to make it listen. I can't go push for this person guy. Identify the person. You get my point? That's not the truth. I know that now PDP will do, but it does not give any member of PDP the right to follow the law. That is a simple truth. That's what Obaseki will say if he's here. If Obaseki reaches there and see that kind of thing, now him the first will move the thing from road by himself.
For me, I want to thank. I remember the SSG now, Saudi Ogi, when he was chief of staff at a point, when he say these people come out. Somebody can't drive against traffic. The person come, they beg and say, what did they to help me? Or they don't seize my motor and all of that. He put him for pocket. He give him and say, go and pay the fine. But next time when you do him, we're not going to allow you to do him. The fine or the paid when you beat you. So before I go let you come on, which last word they get to tell Edo people?
Yeah, the last one now to talk to beg Edo people ahead of this election to say we no say tension with the land. The government at the center, the All Progressive Congress, with all due respect, they have failed because they put us for Wahala, fuel crisis, PVC crisis, Naira crisis.
If I talk, say, I want to make you talk waiting your party want to do. Forget about it.
I don't want to talk with our party.
You talk about the failure of this thing.
No, failure. Now the failure is clear now. Not be something you they feel am, me they feel am. Where they feel am? I don't get 1 naira here. No, not be saying a joke. I don't get 1 naira when we watch. I don't get for house.
Now cashless society where you see you agree.
I get wahala for fuel every day when I want to buy fuel. When I go house now, I'll try buy. When I go office now, I'll try buy fuel. 500 naira, 350. You know, it's rough. And this government
that one don't remind me now. When I set up task force and the rest now, put my day inside and that kind of thing. But they expect it by this time because now the independent marketers, their own price they go up past the normal major marketers. The normal major market they sell for the normal price. The independent marketers they say, now don't set up this task force. I expect by this time now say this task force, maybe they will come work, I go find out say why the disparity there in price. I'm going to let you come back to what you talked before. You could tell me something.
That one simple. There were different issues that resulted in that crisis when prices can't go up and so on and so forth. Part of it now diversion of fuel. For example, they give you allocation to carry fuel come and do now. You carry that allocation because they give out to you at 190 something. You sell them to another person at 210 or more per liter. That one carry and go Kafachan or carry and go Niger Republic. Go sell. At the end of the day, total fuel will come here, Benin. You not reach to sell. Then some major marketers too some people too, I don't know whether I don't think call them major marketers. Some people will get allocation to, they'll sell on to another person for higher price. That one can carry and reach here at a very high price. You can come there to put more money on top to take. So all those problems now lead to the crisis happen, and now the committee don't begin the task force on now.
Do allocation different.
They come and do that are the first information. So before they allocate from Abuja, you reach Edo, and we identify the different filling stations when they put them. And then the one that is very important, we need to know how much they take give them this fuel. Because you know if you give somebody, because I'm aware, say some people they live fuel at over the pump price when federal government.
Okay, so now go back to what you said before. Me notice I cut you. Because that one,
I was not trying to beg people. Say, but maybe cool temper. Maybe no fight. Maybe not give this. Government will not treat us bad from federal level. Will not give them a chance to go say there will be no for government pass as them take day now. Because the election day now we will take vote to remove this government when they and put another party there when we believe say go fit help us. I don't fit tell all of you now who na go vote for. Although I want to vote for our party PDP, but at least everybody know who you want vote for. But I believe say nobody want we continue for the suffer or the suffer. So no fight, no riot, no burn any property, no go break bank manager not get money to we say they strike. So you don't go beat bank manager say you don't give he not see used to just maintain law and order until election. Don't prepare your PVC. So when you reach your polling unit that day, you will vex.
Pastor,
you will vex. Vote for another party so that we will get peace for our.
Pastor Christopher, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I will see next time. Maybe say we'll call you. We'll still come. Maybe say you come talk to.
Thank you very much.
Here our program will end today. I want to thank everybody that want to be part of this program. We will see some other time. I will trust that you will join us at that time when BCS we will do things the way it's supposed to be. On behalf of my brothers, Victor Rio and Hilary Odia, my name is Thomas Ado. Next week we will see. Good morning.
Good morning.